Hello Ganesh class, I hope you're all okay. I'm going to read you a story today from this big heavy book of mine, and it's called Jack and the Beanstalk. This is the story of how Jack did a silly thing, but all was well in the end. Jack and his mother were very poor, and there came a sad day when there was just no more money left. So Jack's mother told him to take the cow to market and sell her. As Jack took the cow to market, he met a funny little man with a tail feather in his hat. "And where might you be going with that fine-looking cow?" said the funny little man. Jack explained, and the funny little man swept off his hat with the tail feather and shook out 5 coloured beans. "Well, young Jack, I can save you a journey. I will give you these 5 magic beans in exchange for your cow." Now Jack should have realised that this was all a bit odd, for how did the funny little man know his name? But once he heard the word magic, he didn't stop to think. He took the beans at once, gave the funny little man the cow, and ran off to tell his mother. "Jack, you are a complete fool. You have exchanged our fine cow for 5 worthless beans." And she threw them out the window. And she sent Jack to bed without any supper. When he woke up in the morning, Jack couldn't understand why it was so dark in the room. He rushed outside to find his mother staring in amazement at the most enormous beanstalk that reached right up into the clouds. "I told you they were magic beans," said Jack, and without any hesitation he began to climb the beanstalk. He climbed and climbed, and he could no longer see the ground below. When he reached the top, there stood a vast castle. Jack knocked at the door, and it was opened by a huge woman. "My husband eats little boys for breakfast, so you better run away quickly," she said to Jack. But before Jack could reply, the ground began to shake and tremble. "Too late," said the giant's wife. "You must hide." And she bundled Jack into a cupboard. Jack peeped through the keyhole and saw the most enormous man stood in the kitchen. "Fee, fi, fo, fum," said the man. "I smell the blood of an Englishman," he roared. "Don't be silly, dear. You can smell the sausages I've cooked for your breakfast," said the giant's wife, placing a plate piled high with 163 sausages in front of him. "My goodness, could you eat that many sausages?" The giant did not seem to have very good manners. He gobbled them all up, and he poured a great big bag of gold on the table and counted all the coins. With a smile on his big face, he soon fell asleep, and Jack darted out of the cupboard, grabbed the bag of money, and poured out of the kitchen. He slithered down the beanstalk as fast as he could, and standing at the bottom with his mother, she was astonished when she saw the gold. Jack's mother brought 2 new cows, and Jack was very content. Now they had plenty to eat every day. But after a while, Jack decided he would like to climb the beanstalk again. The giant's wife was not very pleased with him. "My husband lost a bag of gold the last time you were here," he muttered, looking closely at Jack. But then the ground began to shake and tremble, and Jack hid in the cupboard again. The giant scampered into the kitchen. "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman." "Don't be silly, dear. You can smell the chickens I've cooked for your breakfast," said the giant's wife, placing a big pile of 38 chickens in front of him. The giant soon gobbled them up, and he lifted a golden hen onto the table, and he said, "Lay." And the hen laid a golden egg. With a smile on his face, he fell asleep, snoring again. Jack darted out of the cupboard. He grabbed the hen and hurled out of the kitchen. He slithered down the beanstalk as fast as he could, and there, standing at the bottom with his mother, she was astonished when she saw the hen. Jack's mother bought a whole herd of cows and found a farmer to look after them. She bought lots of new clothes for herself and Jack, and they were all very content. But after a while, Jack decided he'd like to climb the beanstalk one last time. The giant's wife was not very pleased to see him. "My husband lost a golden hen the last time you were here," she said. But then the ground began to shake and tremble. This time Jack hid in the table. The giant stomped into the kitchen. "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman." "I would look in the cupboard if I was you," said the giant's wife, but of course the cupboard was empty. They were both puzzled. The giant trusted his nose, and the wife didn't know if Jack had gone. "Eat your breakfast, dear. I've cooked you 92 fried eggs." And the giant's wife placed a plate in front of him. The giant soon gobbled it all up, and then lifted a little golden harp on the table, and he said, "Play." And the harp began to play so sweetly that the giant soon fell asleep snoring. Jack crept out from under the table and grabbed the golden harp, but as soon as he touched it, the harp called, "Master, master!" And the giant woke with a great start. He chased after Jack, who scrambled down the beanstalk as fast as he could with his harp in his arms. As soon as Jack reached the ground, he raced to a big axe and chopped through the beanstalk. Down tumbled the great beanstalk, down tumbled the giant, and that was the end of them. Jack and his mother lived very happily for the rest of their days. The bag of gold never ran out. The hen laid a golden egg every day, and the harp soon forgot about the giant and played sweetly for Jack and his mother. There, so it all worked out well in the end. I hope you liked that, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye.